Did you know that an average office employee receives around 80 emails per day? With that volume of email, individual messages can easily get overlooked. Hi, I am Nisha, and in today's episode of Spiralogics SkillUp, I'll be sharing some tips on how we can draft emails that people will open, read, and actually understand. So keep watching. Before we talk about how to write effective emails, let's talk about why email is an important tool of communication at workplace. A lot of times we see chat as a convenient way of communication. Why? Well, it is an instant way of communicating with our team members without the need to be grammatically correct or use formal language. But with a series of messages and information being shared, it is often hard to keep record of what has been shared, and anything you mention in chat is not taken as official. However, in case of emails, it allows you to easily archive messages, threads, and even attachments. As a result, all your crucial conversations are safe and recorded. Emails are a great way of archiving your communication, which can be important in a business setting. Now that we know the importance of email in a workplace, let's look at how we can draft one and what are the things we need to consider. The first thing to consider is how fast can you get to the point. You want your writing to have clear messages. You want your readers to understand what you're saying, but they are confused about what your main point is. If you're having to verbally explain what you wrote, then this can be time-consuming as well as frustrating for you. Remember, before composing an email, you need to figure out why exactly you are writing that email. People want to know what you want from me. Answer this quickly. Skip the long introduction, compliments, and get straight to the point. Remember, you want your main point to be in the first few lines of that email. The second thing is, the reader shouldn't feel like it will take a lot of work for them. When we open an email that's very long, our gut reaction is to close the email or come back to it later when we have more time. So make emails easy to read and quick to scan by using bullet points, numbered lists, and highlight keywords without overdoing it. The third thing you need to consider is it readable on phones? Smartphone usage is on the rise, and so are the people who are using their emails on their device. In fact, already 60% of emails are viewed on mobile device. This means it is even more important for us to be concise in our emails. It shouldn't be too long that it takes twice the amount of scrolling than it would if that person opened their email on a desktop device. Fonts that are too small, too large, can often make us not want to read that email, so beware of your fonts. Do not bold the entire email. Instead, use easy to read fonts and standard size. Do not use bright colors because it may not work on all devices, so beware of that. The fourth thing to think about is appropriate subject line. Your subject line should tell the reader exactly what to expect in that email. You may want to include date in your subject line if the message is one of a regular series, such as weekly report or monthly report. Tip is to add a subject line only after you're done composing the email content. This way you can create a subject line that is appropriate for that message. The fifth point is be specific. Keep your emails brief by only focusing on one particular topic. If you need to communicate with one person about a number of topics, consider writing a specific separate email for each one. This makes your message clearer and allows the recipient to reply to one topic at a time. And if you need to hear back from the recipient immediately, then you need to mention that in the email as well. With the help of these points, you should be able to send an email that reader will understand. So next time you write an email, remember to ask yourself, does this subject line explain what's in the email? Have I explained why I'm writing in the first or second sentence? Have I written short paragraphs that are spaced out and easy to read? Will the recipient be clear about what I want them to do? Remember, your emails are a reflection of your professionalism, values, and attention to detail. I hope you will follow these tips next time you compose an email. Thank you for watching and see you in the next episode of Spiralogics SkillUp.